Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you a great tool that we have in our studio. This tool helps us out with a big pain point for a lot of small business owners, and that is storage. So these carts, whenever they're featured in a video here in our studio or when someone sees them in action, there are always lots of questions about them and people want to know where they can get them and basically where they can find them, because there isn't really anything out there like this. Fortunately for you, they're not hard to make, and that's exactly what we did. We actually designed these to fit right under the bays in our studio. So I designed the countertops in here. I used some pieces of plumbing for braces, some 2x4s, and some plywood, and put them together myself, but maybe that's a different story for a different day. But anyhow, our carts can also fit right under our countertops, so they can kind of disappear, and we can have more space in the middle of our little studio shed when we need it. These carts were built from 5-tier shelf sets. The shelf sets were initially purchased for seed starting. We have lots of these around, and we still use a lot of them for seed starting when we're doing that indoors. But we've adapted them and modified them so that they can be serve us as rolling workstations. That way we can double our counter space by pulling these carts right out from under the countertops, and we can work on them in the middle of the room when we need to. Right now they're stacked high with Tulip Workshop books. Those are about to get shipped out soon. Some of the main features of this arrangement are that we took 3 of the 5 shelves and just 4 of the 8 poles that come with the kit, because there's another set of poles that go above this if we were going to build a full, tall shelf kit. So those are kind of standard, and I always buy the caster editions that can go onto these types of shelves so that they can be movable. So the first thing we did was we took all of the poles, each of the 4 poles, and after assembling them and setting our slab of wood here on top, we sort of determined that they were too tall, that the whirling table was going to be too tall. It was going to be too tall to fit under our countertop, and it was going to be too tall for me to be comfortable working at. So we took off about 3 to 4 inches from each pole. They were about 3 to 4 inches taller. We did that using a chop saw with a metal blade on it. It's not hard to do. I know it could sound scary, but if you have a chop saw as part of your your collection of tools, which I think a lot of farms probably do, you can get a metal blade that fits it, and you can really easily cut through those poles. And then our wood on top is a prefab butcher block slab that you can buy at a box store. We stain and seal these tops, and you can find them in the millwork section of big stores like Lowe's or Home Depot's, or maybe your local hardware store carries some butcher block pieces like this. They're 2 foot by 4 foot. They fit right on top. Really fantastic. And the shelf sets themselves came from Target. This is the place that for us was most accessible and least expensive, and had the size shelf that was most useful for seed starting also. So these are 18 inches deep and they're 4 feet wide. And what that means is that I'm working typically with 10-20 size cell trays. And so the 20 is the depth of the tray, 20 inches, and these are 18 inches. So I can pretty well fit my 10-20 cell trays on here, and I can fit 4 of them side by side. And the length of the shelves is really important for seed starting too, because most fixtures that you're going to find are 4 feet long. So be really careful if you're looking to buy shelves like this. Make sure that your fixtures for seed starting fit them. Make sure that you're taking into consideration other uses for your shelves too. So we use the top parts of these shelves in our walk-in cooler. I can show you sometime how we modify those to serve our needs for storing centerpieces and flowers that we've harvested for the cooler. Hope this is useful. We have these in our barn. We keep building more of them. We really love this tool.